What is up, everyone? Welcome to a special exhibition match coming all the way from Michigan. This is the champion showdown for the Pandemonium Summer League. We have two people tied for first place within that Summer League, which consisted of several tournaments over several months, and it all comes down to this. Now, this isn't your traditional bragging rights. This footage was actually sent in by one of these two competitors, and you may recognize him. First up is Adrian, maybe better known by his internet names, Fluorescent Fungus and Neon Mushroom. And if you're not familiar with his work, I highly recommend you check it out. He does a lot of streaming of Premodern and a lot of Premodern in the studio where he plays off against several friends in Paper Magic. He was nice enough to ask me to commentate on this exhibition match, and of course I agreed because this is a rad deck. Now, Tinker is one of the most busted cards in all of Magic's history, but it does see a bit of a power shift down in Premodern, especially considering the format is very cognizant of how good Monolith and Memory Jar are. That being said, though, he is running 4 full Tinkers to go get all the really nasty artifacts he can play, as well as 4 Goblin Welders to recur them, get bonus ETB effects, be able to remove the downside of cards like Winter Orb and Sphere Resistance for his turn, and also just recover anything that his opponent might have before. As far as creature threats in the deck, there is Phyrexian Devourer. This does have a Altar of Dementia and Phyrexian Devourer combo. No Fling, though. Important to note that, even though he is playing red. There's also a Masticore, a Karn Silver Golem, which turns all your other artifacts into threats, and a one of Triskelion. As far as those artifacts go, he's playing 4 Mindstone, 4 Tangle Wire, 2 Desabo's Web, 2 Winter Orb, 3 Sphere Resistance, 1 Fire Diamond, 2 Smokestack, 4 Thran Dynamo, 2 Phyrexian Furnace, 1 Altar of Dementia, 1 Ensnaring Bridge, and 1 Mishra's Helix. As you may have guessed, the rest of the deck is very much a Mud Prison Control style list. And for lands, he's running 4 Ancient Tombs, 4 City of Traders, 4 Rashad Imports, 4 Shivan Reefs, 2 Gemstone Mines, and 3 Croesus Catacombs. Interesting point of interaction with Catacombs and City of Traders, or for that matter, any layer lands and City of Traders. You can actually bounce the city in response to its sack trigger with one of the layers, so that's why I think there's more Catacombs than Gemstone Mines. Usually you see that number reversed, but the added benefit of having the City of Traders makes sense to play the full 3. As for the sideboard, he's got the 3rd Phyrexian Furnace, 2 Defense Grids, 1 Powder Keg, 1 Rejuvenation Chamber, which I'd love to see. That was some tech being tried out in Sui Black for a while. 4 Chills, 2 Rushing Rivers, 3 Pyroclasms, and 1 Shattering Pulse. A very cool list. I know he's actually playing this in the monthly that's also happening on his channel right now, so if you want to see this list in action beyond this video, make sure to go check it out, and of course, link in the video description, all that to his channel. Next up is Ryan G on Rock Survival, aka Rec Sur. I do love a black-green rock deck, and this is one of the best ways you can build it. For those of you unfamiliar with the deck, it does use Survival of the Fittest, the Sur part of Rec Sur, and Reoccurring Nightmare, the Rec part, if you didn't catch that, to get all kinds of value, both from pitching creatures in the graveyard to then get with Recurring Nightmare, but also all the toolbox goodness that Survival of the Fittest gives you. And boy, is there a lot of toolbox threats in this deck. Running through the creatures, we'll start off with the Mana Dorks and Card Draw engines that help enable this deck. We got a 4 of Birds of Paradise, 4 Wall Roots to help ramp into the mana needed, 4 Wall of Blossoms to help you draw cards, and also just good blockers for early game. This is a bit of a slower deck, but once it gets going, it's really hard to stop. And then we get into the toolbox threats. Now, this is my first time seeing 2 Tempting Worms in the main, but I do like it. It is a very big threat, especially late game when your opponent is low on resources. Going to go get a 5/5 for 2 mana is just really good. Moving on to some relevant removal threats here. We got an Utabi Orangutan and an Antuco Vigilante, both probably going to see a decent amount of play in this matchup. A 1 of Withered Wretch, also good in this matchup. Bone Shredder, not so good, although does hit the goblins. Now, speaking of goblins, there can't be a survival deck without Squee, Goblin to Bob. Yavimaya Elder helps both ramp and also mana fix. This is a 2-color deck after all, in a format with not great fixing for black-green. A 1 of Masticore, a 1 of Graveborn Muse, Ravenous Baloth, Genesis to help you get all your creatures back after you've pitched them to survival if you can't find a Recurring Nightmare, and 2 Deranged Hermits. The deck is pretty interaction light in terms of spells. Obviously, you have your 1 of toolbox creatures you can fetch for, but it doesn't run straight removal spells and instead opts for hand attack. So we have 4 Duress and 4 Cabal Therapy. Again, creatures going to the graveyard, not the biggest deal in a deck with 2 Recurring Nightmares. As for the mana base, we have 10 Forests, 6 swamps, and 4 Llanowar wastes. I am actually a little surprised to not see a one of Volrath's Stronghold in this list. I know it's a bit of a pricey card. I'm not sure if proxies were allowed at this tournament. Anyways, the sideboard is full of even more answers. In terms of toolbox creatures he could potentially be searching for, post sideboard, he's got a 3rd Tempting Worm, a Spike Feeder, the 2nd Withered Wretch, the 2nd Bone Shredder, a Faceless Butcher, and a Sadistic Hypnotist, which I do love to see. But it can't all be creatures, so for the rest of the spells, he's got 4 Naturalize, a Tsabo's Web, a Smother, and 3 Engineered Plagues. Overall, a really cool list. I can't wait to see how this matches up against a Prison-style deck. Mid-range versus Prison is always an interesting battle of who blinks first, and it may actually just come down to if he can top deck an Utabi Orangutan or an Antuco Vigilante with mana up to cast it to blow the door wide open for a big swing. Anyways, that's enough about these decks. Let's just get into the match. All right, here we are in the finals of the Pandemonium Summer League Champs. Now, this isn't technically a finals match per se. It's because both players are actually tied in points after multiple tournaments this summer for the Pandemonium games, which means both players are looking to get a win here to lock up the trophy. Looks like Adrian is going to be mulliganing here, so we're going to cut to when he has a keepable hand. All right, Adrian looking for a keepable 6 here as we cut back into the game. Looks like Ryan is happy with his 7. I see lands and spells. Looks like he has a keepable 6 and is going to put back a smokestack and say go. I'm going to start off with a Shivan Reef into a Phyrexian Furnace and pass. Forest into Birds of Paradise. I'm unclear if both players know what the other is on at this point. I'm not actually sure if the Summer League was one deck locked in or if you could bring different decks to different tournaments. I'm going to assume that's what it is, but a Phyrexian Furnace into a Rec Sur deck on turn 1 is not exactly what Ryan wants to see. Alright, Adrian is going to play out a City of Traders and a Fire Diamond and pass. Ryan happy that the bird stuck around, because there's a Duress. What do we find? Ooh, there's a Tinker, a Winter Orb, and a little bit of ramp. Thran Dynamo. I think you take the Tinker here. Yep, makes sense. Those two are scary, but they don't find you a combo win. And Adrian does have a combo in the deck. In addition to all those tax effects and scary big artifact creatures, he does have Alter Dementia and Phyrexian Devour. Alright, there's a Cabal Therapy taking the Winter Orb, and Thran Dynamo not worth sacrificing a Birds of Paradise over, so Adrian left with 1 card in the hand. And just religiously using that Phyrexian Furnace to get rid of all the cards in Ryan's graveyard. And I guess actually probably activating a response so that Ryan couldn't Cabal even if he wanted to. Alright, 3 mana for an Orangutan. Oh, we were just saying, what if he top decks this? How much do you care about the Phyrexian Furnace? Enough to target it. Adrian's going to activate it. He does have to exile a card. Looks like he exiled the Tinker. Makes sense. And does draw off of it. Alright, there's a Sphere Resistance. Looks like that will be coming down. And I'm not seeing a lot of action in Adrian's hand right now. Looks like just 2 lands. Okay, there's a Gemstone Mine. City Traders will hit the bin. There's a Genesis there for Ryan. Can tap 3. There's a Survival of the Fittest. Gonna swing in for 2. And probably just say go here. Genesis is a great card to pitch. Go get Squee. Your opponent doesn't have any more graveyard interaction right now, so safe to leave the Genesis in there. Or Shot and Port coming down. Before it goes back to Ryan's turn, he is going to activate the Survival, pitch the Genesis. What are we grabbing? A Tempting Worm? That is very tempting. 1 card in hand, says Adrian. And it looks like that is what we grabbed, I believe, the Tempting Worm. It's a little bit out of frame, unfortunately. but makes a lot of sense. When your opponent only has one card in hand, how bad could it be? Okay, we are going to port something here. Probably the black source. Makes sense. I mean, he has a Bird of Paradise, but yeah. Ooh, and there's a top deck duress. Okay, we're going to swing for 2 first. Birds of Paradise is probably going to fire off this duress just to make sure the coast is clear. Oh no, we're going to Tempting Worm. Oh, yeah, of course. The Sphere Resistance, yes. Everything costs 1 more. You see a City of Traders. Okay. City of Traders will come into play off of the Tempting Worm trigger. That Sphere is going to get me, I know, just a few times in commentating. Ooh, there's a Karn. Karn, a good blocker up until that Tempting Worm hit the field. Actually, no, still a good blocker, actually. Sorry. When it blocks, it gets -4 +4 till end of turn, so blocks is a 0-8. Literal wall of Karn. Alright, coming down. Has more than enough mana to pay for it, plus the Sphere. And say go. On your turn, port down the Landwar Wastes. Okay, I think Ryan might have 2 Wall of Blossoms in hand, and at this point, playing him out makes a lot of sense. Okay, we're going to swing in with both. Now, there's no way for Adrian to kill either of these creatures, because he doesn't have a choice. When it blocks, or becomes blocked, that -4 +4 automatically happens. Alright, we're pitching a squee here. It's like Druid naturally, which is pretty nice. And looks like he's grabbing a Birds of Paradise, which he will then play. And past you. I guess Mana Dork to help fight through the Sphere does make a lot of sense. Now, there is enough mana here where Karn can activate and turn one of these artifacts into a creature artifact. The Thran Dynamo would be the easy one, make it a 4/4. I could block the Orangutan pretty easily. But there is always a chance of it get blown up. Ooh, there's a Mishra's Helix. That can slow the game down quite a bit. Okay, he is tapping the Dynamo. And there is the Helix. I guess to play around it. I mean, it is a 5 mana 6 with the Sphere artifact, so it is quite expensive. Okay, we are tapping down a land here, I think, in the upkeep. Or we're using Mishra's Helix, sorry, to tap down 3 lands. Tap down all your lands, which is fine. Ryan does have 2 birds to potentially play a 1-drop. I mean, he only has a duress, and Adrian has no cards in hand, so that's functionally not a great plan.
I will use 2 of the green to discard these 2 Wall Blossoms. Yep. To get back.
Oh, I see. Okay. In response, Ryan is double activating Survival of the Fittest.
Oh man.
Gonna grab a couple of things. Birds of Paradise and I think a Wall of Roots. And realizing, or maybe he's shortcutting here. Oh, I see. Adrian was on your upkeep before the squee trigger happens. Tap down your lands. Squee trigger can resolve though with the mana floating still, and then he can pitch to get another Tempting Worm. And with no cards in hand for Adrian, that becomes a bit of an issue. Now Ryan needs to see a land off the top to play this Tempting Worm, which he did not find. So it looks like he's just going to play out probably another Birds of Paradise. I mean, that's all he can afford. He can't play out the Wall Roots. Yeah. Alright, another bird hitting the battlefield. And surprisingly, no swings in here. Adrian was tapped out. Ryan could have swung in for another couple points of damage at least. But opting to go shields up. City of Traders and the layer land working exactly as I described in the deck tech. You're able to bounce it in response to the trigger, or you stack the triggers, I should say. Really cool interaction. Does have 2 mana floating right now, though. And is not going to do anything with it. Thankfully, mana burn not a thing in Premodern. Alright, Ryan, remembering his squee trigger.
I am not going to use Genesis.
And then, before it's your turn, a Mishra's Helix. Tap down your 3 lands. In response, Ryan will float just, for now, 1 green. To go get... Oh, I actually missed what that was. Oh, a Deranged Hermit. Pitch to the Deranged Hermit. Did he draw a Recurring Nightmare? He only has 2 in the deck. So he must have floated 2 green. Oh no, he floated all the green. Okay, getting a Bone Shredder as well. Is he just trying to thin down his deck a little bit? I mean, Bone Shredder doesn't hit artifact creatures, so not great.
Whenever you're ready.
Does find a Wall of Roots.
Draw. Yeah. Hey.
And there's a land.
I got my 4th land. Ayo.
And Ryan can now go and play a second Tempting Worm for 3.
I can play multiple spells. That would be really nice. Drops, that would work.
And there is 1 mana up now.
Oh, you can totally go wall into birds here.
With the Gemstone Mine, so...
Yeah, I think I just want to keep the pressure up with Tempting.
Yep, gotta tap 1 more. For another Tempting Worm. That'll trigger. Adrian gets to play out the City of Traders. And Ryan can swing in here. He missed the swing last time. I don't think that was the right call. And he is not swinging again this time. I wonder if he's just maybe unfamiliar with Karn. It's basically a free attack if you have 2 creatures. Yes, he could animate the Sphere Resistance, but trading with a Sphere is not the worst thing for the Utabi Orangutan, especially since you could Rec Sur it back. Or Recurring Nightmare it back, I should say. Okay, we're having a Mishra's Helix activation here. Tap down all your lands.
I'm going to float 3. I'm going to discard Squee.
In response, pitch Squee.
I'm going to get... Sorry, I'm going to float.
What do you find? I think at this point you want to find some maybe Wall Blossoms to draw some cards. I hope you get into another land.
I don't know if I want to even do any filtering, really. I just want to get into the Vigilante.
Or Vigilante. That works too. You take care of Karn. The jig's kind of up. And again, Adrian only has the Sphere up in terms of an artifact blocker that he can animate with Karn. So I think Ryan needs to get aggressive here. Unless I'm just missing something altogether, but... Oh no, he has the Thran Dynamo this time too. He may have had it earlier. I may have missed that, guys. But I think he had it tapped out. Alright, there's a Duress. There's another land.
I'll go to combat and I'll take it for 10.
Go to combat. Swing for 5. And Adrian is going to animate 2 things. He can animate the Thran Dynamo and the Sphere. Okay, Sphere is getting animated. Dynamo is getting animated. Okay. Double block one of the worms. Karn will effectively block the other one. I imagine Thran Dynamo is going to hit the bin, yeah. Tempting Worm will also die. This was also another instance, though, where he could have swung in with the Utabi Orangutan. Maybe just wanting to leave it up for Recurring Nightmare fodder. There's another Thran Dynamo. At this point, Adrian is just kind of playing the long game. Just trying to hold on. He's at 9. There's another Dynamo. Say go. On your upkeep, do we tap anything down? Alright, tap down all 5 lands. Now this is true shields down for Adrian. There's no mana up.
I will use the 1 green and Genesis.
Ooh, we're getting a Genesis trigger here.
With,
Yes, Genesis is still in the graveyard.
I'll use a
So we get
green
Squee and the
Squee
worm back. I
and
can use the last mana floating to pitch the Squee to go find
I don't know, Masticore. Sure, makes sense.
Masticore. I like it. Alright, so just 3 birds. They're off in the top corner. So Masticore not in the field this turn. However, we can Tempting Worm again, which feels pretty good. Just get that 5/5 back.
Cards in hand? One and you just the Ancient Tomb. Okay.
It looks like that is what Ryan is seriously considering. I don't really see a better option, to be honest.
Alright, I'm gonna pay 3.
Can't play the Morph yet, needs 1 more land.
Not put my Ancient Tomb into play. The City of Traders hurts less.
Alright, Adrian not opting to play the Ancient Tomb.
Turn after that.
Off the top.
And very interesting, Ryan passing, not swinging in. Again, this Utabi Orangutan could be dealing chip damage this entire time. And would have ended the game by now, but I mean, Ryan is in a very commanding spot. He might just be playing it a little more close to the belt. Alright, Ancient Tomb coming in instead of the City of Traders. Tapping the Ancient Tomb for a Tangle Wire. Now, Tangle Wire and Mishra's Helix is a bit of a nasty combo because, well, you can just tap down all the lands first with Mishra's Helix with the Tangle Wire trigger on the stack.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Ryan does have a lot of other permanents to tap to the Tangle Wire, but it's definitely not ideal.
I'll float 2
Okay, Adrian is tapped out here
green. And then with
just to tap down all the lands. And now Ryan has to tap down 4 creatures. And I imagine it's going to be the birds and the Wall of Roots.
these 4.
Yep, that makes sense. And that is going to be enough to get lethal in, and we are going to game number 2. Alright, slow and steady won the race there for sure. Ryan taking down game number 1. Sideboarding has happened at this point, though, and I have to imagine maybe some amount of Pyroclasms coming in for Adrian just to get rid of all those mana dorks. Ooh, and it looks like Ryan is going to actually be the one mulliganing here, so we're going to cut to when he has a keepable hand. Okay, so Ryan is actually down to 5 here, having to put 2 back. Not a single land in his look for 6. Here's a couple lands. Here's a Wall of Roots. I think this is a must keep. There's a Naturalize too. 2 Naturalizes actually.
Where did you go?
Put in the Wall of Roots and the Duress. Bottom. Adrian starting off with a banger of a turn. Ancient Tomb into Mindstone into Phyrexian Furnace. Say go. Man, a Tangle Wire here would be maybe premature, but also just very backbreaking. There's a Tinker. We can Tinker here if Adrian so desires.
Sure.
Alright, there's a Winter Orb. And there's a Goblin Welder.
Tap draw.
Goblin Welder, a funny little dude from Urza Block.
Yes.
Okay, there's the Wall of Roots. Ryan must have had a second one in hand or potentially drew it. Does have 2 Naturalizes in hand though. But anyways, Goblin Welder, funny little dude. Can exchange target artifact a player controls for an artifact in that player's graveyard.
Untap 1 land. Upkeep.
And Winter Orb, gonna just untap 1 land. And then Adrian gonna say, nope, you don't actually get that land.
Mana. Yep. And I'll
So yeah, Goblin Welder able to capitalize on lots of ETBs, able to also do things like remove Winter Orb on your turn. Can also bring it back, should
That's fine. Phyrexian Furnace is gone. Still before
Adrian so choose.
tap here and use this mana to sacrifice Mindstone to draw a card.
okay.
Alright, we're gonna crack the Mind Stone here.
And I'll pass the turn.
And a turn on Welder. This is gone.
Tap the Goblin Welder, sack the orb to bring back the furnace to exile the naturalize, and then past Adrian's turn. A lot of little game actions happening there. There's an Ancient Tomb. Now he can sack the furnace again to bring back the Winter Orb, so that Ryan only untaps one land and then tap down. Oh, but there's just a Tangle Wire. That will work fine. And Adrian doing a lot of damage just to himself at this point, down to 11. Ancient Tombs will really rack up. And just going to say go after that. Now, Ryan does have naturalizes. The only tricky thing, though, is with naturalize and Goblin Welder, you just sack the naturalized target.
No, I won't actually. In response, I will lose
Right.
2 more life and go to 9. What game is this, Adrian? 2.
I'm assuming Ryan is targeting the...
Furnace sacrifice to hit my mind.
Maybe he is targeting the Phyrexian Furnace. That is definitely a problem card for his deck. Instead, he's going to float the mana,
Yeah, dude, that's fine.
or float a mana, sack the Phyrexian Furnace to draw a card.
Yeah, we'll get there when we're done with this match. Then with my floating mana, I guess it doesn't matter because
Say go.
your land's already tapped. So. And then
I guess he... Does he not have another artifact in his graveyard? I thought he did. Oh.
At a turn, I'll tap Goblin Welder to sacrifice Tangle.
Right, we'll sack the Tangle Wire. Yeah, he has the Orb. I guess he just wanted to draw a card more than he cared about fizzling the naturalize, which makes sense. Okay, Furnace gonna hit a card. Do we bring back Tangle Wire? Adrian does still have a Tinker. Can go get something busted. He has 2 Tinkers, actually. He doesn't have the second blue source, so he can't just combo off right now. But he could build towards the combo if he so chooses. I'm gonna take 4, dropping down to 5. Just a hard cast a Masticore. Because why not? That will close out the game plenty fast as well. Okay, so we're going to sack the Furnace, get the Tangle Wire, shut off Ryan's next turn. Pass to you.
I'll tap all my stuff. I'll draw. Play a swamp. I'll duress you.
Okay, there's a Duress. We hit one of the Tinkers. Oh, and there's also a Karn.
Pass the turn.
End of your turn, you already tapped that. So
Alright,
you actually need
pass to Adrian's turn.
to untap.
He will have to tap 4. Before that, he does have to discard 2 the Masticore. Gonna pitch the Karn. I tap down 3 permanents. Probably both Ancient Tombs. I can't imagine you wanna... Or is he gonna Tinker here? He could. He's a long way off from lethal against Ryan, but definitely has a way to make it rough. Just gonna pass after this.
My upkeep. Have 3 things.
Looks like there's a Genesis, a Baloth of the Ravenous variety, and a Graveborn Muse in Ryan's hand. No interaction right now.
Draw a card.
Does tap all his lands. Battle Forest.
And I'll pass the turn.
End of turn.
2 mana up, but nothing to do with it, so... Before you end your turn,
I'll sacrifice this Tangle.
sack the Tangle Wire to go get a Karn. Makes sense.
Well, untap. I have to feed my Masticore, so I'll pitch Triskelion.
We're gonna pitch a Trike. Getting the Trike back again and again and again is definitely a potential win con here.
Block card.
Yep.
Okay, Wall Roots blocking the Karn. They bounce.
Take 4 down to 12.
We'll take 4 off the Masticore though. And do you get back a Tangle Wire? Or do you get a Trike? Gonna sack the Masticore to bring back Tangle Wire. Tangle Wire animating into a creature that also beats you down is kind of funny. I don't know if that's gonna be Adrian's game plan for next turn. But Ryan having to sack all the lands, or tap all the lands, sorry. There's a forest. Gonna leave that wall roots up. Very relevant with the Karn now. It's less relevant with the Masticore, but being able to block the Karn every turn is very good. Okay, organizing how he wants to tap down. That's a tap 3. Gonna leave an Ancient Tomb up. Always leaving Tinker mana up, just in case. If he draws one of his 2 combo pieces, it is off to the races. Potentially. Granted, the altar is only 2. Phyrexian Devourer would be the bad draw. He'd have to get 6 mana to play that out, and would take most of his life total to do so. Although getting the Masticore to pitch the Devourer is a very real play as well. So Adrian not having a good, clear path to winning yet. Okay, gonna sack the Tangle Wire, get the Winter Orb, play out a Tangle Wire. Gonna take 2 to do it, go to 3. Say go.
I'll untap the swamp and then
Alright, all 3 permanents get tapped down.
draw. Pass.
We will untap.
Ryan looking at a lot of cool creatures in hand that he cannot cast, unfortunately.
Tap this to the Tangle Wire. It's still fun. No, because this happens in untap.
Yeah, because that happens in the untap step.
So I have to untap one thing here, and I think it's going to be.
Alright, now this Karn can start getting in. Adrian assembling his win condition. Does have to tap down 4 things, which is relevant. Or 3 things, sorry. You can tap the Winter Orb, but that turns it off for the next turn, which is not exactly what he wants to do. However, he can... Okay, he is just going to tap down the Goblin Welder. I was going to say, he can sack the orb to go get another Tangle Wire. That might have been too much. Alright, gonna play a Caverns to bounce the Ancient Tomb and then say go. Does get in for 4 though with that Karn. Alright, untap will happen. Winter Orb just gives him a land. Just has to tap down 2 things now. Probably just gonna tap down the 2 lands, to be honest. Or the Ancient Tomb, I guess. Yeah, sorry. Tapping the Tangle Wire in the Ancient Tomb. And actually, Ryan's just going to scoop it up, and we're going to game number 3. All right, here we are in the all-important game number 3. I wouldn't have it any other way for the finals of an entire summer league. Blowouts are never fun, so let's hope we get a good last game. Looks like Ryan does have a good amount of lands and spells. Same with Adrian. Are we going to get our first keepable 7 from both players? It's looking like no. Adrian's going to mulligan, and we're going to cut to when he has a keepable hand. Well, tragedy has struck, and Adrian has mulliganed to 5 here. Only had 1 land in his 6, and wasn't a good hand otherwise, so it looks like he does have a keepable hand here. Both players having trouble with mulligans in both games. Alright, putting a Masticore and a City Traders on the bottom. Ryan starting us off with Birds Go. And Adrian going to play his own 1-drop here with Welder Go. Which one is going to be stronger, the Mana Dork or the one that cheats giant artifacts into play? The real question is, can Adrian get a giant artifact in the graveyard, though, to capitalize? Right. Ryan leading with the Mana Dorks, going to play another Wall Roots. Pass it back to Adrian, who's going to play out a Rashadan Port. Not so great with Gemstone Mine, unfortunately. Does have 2 mana for a Winter Orb. And is going to play that out.
I'll untap this. Draw.
Ryan just getting one land untapped, but does have plenty of lands in hand. Ooh, and a recurring nightmare.
Duress you.
There's 1 mana for the Duress. You see a Tangle Wire, Phyrexian Furnace. Now, Duress in this matchup can be good for stuff like Tinker, but you don't want to put a relevant artifact in the graveyard for Adrian. So he has to decide here, what does he want to see come back less? The Phyrexian Furnace or the Tangle Wire? Because he does have that Winter Orb. He can sack to go get either. Alright, Tangle Wire is going to go in the graveyard.
I'm going to tap this for red and black.
And we're going to tap 2 and put a counter on Wall Roots to hard cast Squee. Alright, let's go. I mean, he does have the recurring nightmare, but that is the only relevant play he really has. So, yeah, might as well play a 1/1 that's going to be swinging in for big dreams. Little goblin on goblin violence. Especially with that Phyrexian Furnace out too. Squee becomes much less good. Or in hand, that we know about from Adrian. Not in play yet. Alright, Adrian deciding to play City of Traders for the Furnace. Gonna eat your card. And really trying to decide if he wants to draw a card here or just say go. So I'm just gonna say go.
I'll untap a swamp and my bird.
1 land on tap for Ryan, thanks to that Winter Orb. Ooh, but there's a Tempting Worm. He does have the mana to play it. Alright, Squee gonna get in. Land for turn.
Let's see.
Gonna tap down.
I'm going to tap.
I'm gonna put a counter on the Wall Roots. Makes sense, yeah. You don't need to tap any unnecessary lands.
Trigger.
And there's a worm. What do you have in hand, Adrian?
Pass.
Nothing you want to reveal. So that means it's either a land that he doesn't want to lose to City of Traders, or is it a combo piece? Was that a altar? Did he not want to play the altar just to keep it hidden? No, it's a Tinker. Okay. Can't be played with the worm. That makes more sense. Alright, just gonna tap 1 land here. Not untapping the blue source, so we know he's not trying to tinker this turn. And Adrian in a spot of trouble. Staring down a Tempting Worm and a Squee. One definitely scarier than the other. Oh, there's another Goblin Welder. That's what you do for turn.
And a swamp. Draw.
Alright, Birds of Paradise.
I'll go to combat.
Go to combat, swing with both.
13.
Take 6.
Second main phase, I'll
Play out another Tempting Worm.
play a bird.
Or sorry, Birds of Paradise. That's what it was. I just saw a glimpse of it for a second. I got excited. Nope. Birds of Paradise, still a good card in this matchup. Adrian just not finding much in the way of answers for him. Now, I am curious if he brought in... I mean, he does have an Ensnaring Bridge, which is super relevant against the worm. He can tinker for it here. And that might have to be the play, because he's starting to get pretty low. Okay, yep. Gonna use up his 1 blue source to tinker. Sack the Phyrexian Furnace as part of the cost. Are we ensnaring bridging it up? No, we're getting the Triskelion. Okay. Trike, not exactly an answer to the worm. Is only a 4/4. He's gonna shoot a birds. Shoot another birds. Pass to you. It can infinitely block the worm while dealing with Ryan's board. And just gonna shoot the Squee as well. Alright. Gonna sack the Trike. Bring back the Tangle Wire. This is good because Well, okay, gemstone mine. Okay, this is good because, you know, Winter Orb, but okay, we're going to play out another blocker. This makes sense. Okay, so he's got a blocker for the Tempting Worm with the Welder, if he so chooses. Having double Welder, though, is maybe much better. I think maybe you just take the 5 on the chin here. Okay, going to tap 4 to the Tangle Wire. And that Welder, second Welder, actually puts Adrian in a very good spot.
Play a swamp. I'm sorry, I got squeezed. Yeah, it's supposed to get squeezed. 1, 2.
All right, gonna tap 3. Are we gonna play out the squee? No, we're gonna play out the Reoccurring Nightmare. Adrian being very gracious there too by letting Ryan return the squee to his hand. That is a trigger you can miss, but it's never a fun one to miss. Okay, tapping 3 to the Tangle Wire. Go to his turn. Now he can bring the trike back. But may wait.
And then I have to tap 3. So.
Oh, that would be kind of nasty. He can wait until
I'll pass the turn.
Ryan swings in. We might just get the, yeah, sack the Winter Orb here, get the trike back, shoot you for 3, sack the trike. Oh, sorry, the trike is dealing 1 damage to himself. This is what's happening. Okay, so 2 to you, 1 to the trike. Sack the Tangle Wire to bring the trike back. And he's just going to need a lot of artifacts to keep this loop going. Going to swing in for 4. Down to 14. Now there's no more Winter Orb, there's no more Tangle Wire. Adrian can bring the Winter Orb back if he wants. He might want. Alright, gonna shoot you for 2. Down to 12. You just shoot 1 more time? Yeah, shoot you for 1 more. Down to 11. Sack the trike. Get the Winter Orb, and then get the trike back after the untap step. I think that's the play. Double Goblin with a trike and Winter Orb is kind of nasty. Alright, we're going to port down the swamp. In response, Ryan could naturalize the Winter Orb here, which I honestly might do. Adrian doesn't have... I can just do it now. Adrian doesn't have a good combo. Okay, we're going to sack the or bring out the trike. 4 blocks. Okay, this makes more sense. Ryan's going to cast the naturalize on the trike. You don't have any more Goblin Welders. You have no more artifacts on the field. He's going to still shoot him for 3. Down to 8. 8 all. Oh, no, sorry. I guess there wasn't a block happening there. So yeah, Adrian to take 5 goes to 3. Recurring Nightmare. Activating. Getting rid of the wall for the birds. There's an ancient, or City of Traders, sorry. So I'm just trying to keep up. Both players playing very fast, very confident in their decks. Adrian, I think, maybe sees a line here. There's a Masticore and a Thran Dynamo. You can play out the Dynamo. No, he's actually going to play out the Masticore. Okay. The gemstone mines will hit the bin. Deciding if he wants to sack the Masticore here. To get the Winter Orb just to keep the stacks up. A tough decision point for sure. If Ryan has lots of relevant spells, which we know he does not. He has a Squee and Recurring Nightmare. He can play the Squee next turn, but is opting to just let Ryan untap. This is a fairly big gamble if he top decks something amazing. That is a Tempting Worm. The question is, do you remember what was in Adrian's hand? Because I don't. No, I do. It was a Thran Dynamo. All right, there's a bird's tapping. We're gonna get a squee here, I think. Yes, and then are we gonna get a tempting worm as well, or wait till after combat? Okay, gonna play reoccurring nightmare. Okay.
Turn recurring nightmare into my hand.
No,
And sacks.
not. Oh, okay. Sacking the squee to bring back a wall of roots. Big moves here. Okay, so he can play out the wall next turn, or this turn actually if he wants. Tempting worm, gonna get in. Block with the Masticore. In response, sack it for the Triskelion.
Pay 1.
Alright, how about a second Tempting Worm? And there is yet another artifact. So we can get that Masticore back. Not that he wants to do it on this end step. You're going to shoot for 3. Yeah, don't want to grab the Masticore. You don't have a card to discard. Or the Furnace. Sack the Furnace to get rid of the squee, draw a card. Right? Or is that not what happened? Oh, yep, that's going to be enough. And Adrian takes it down in 3. So what happened there is I think Ryan just realized Adrian could keep recurring the trike, and he was able to get through with the worms to deal adequate enough damage before taking lethal damage through the pings from the Triskelion. Ooh, that was a match. If you made it this far, make sure to like the video. It is the best way to support the channel, and also subscribe, especially if you're coming on over from Neon Mushroom / Fluorescent Fungus's channel is much appreciated. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, I highly recommend it. He does daily Premodern videos. Yes, I do 3 videos a week, but he does it every single day. Kind of insane. If you're still here and you've been a supporter of the channel for a while, consider joining that Patreon. You may notice all the names displayed on the screen right now. Those are my current patrons. A huge thank you to every single one of you. I recently added a Discord server as a perk for new patrons, so if you want to join that, money from the Patreon goes towards gear upgrades, travel expenses to go to different tournaments, and just helping me make more videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time.